from the city is still. I'm from the city is still.
85 O-Pee-Chee Mario Lemieux rookie card. The Lemieux is very commonly faked. I see this a lot because I'm from Pittsburgh, where the Penguins are very, very popular. This is actually a tough one to determine too. It's not quite as easy as some of the other ones that are faked. So I think this is why people get duped on this one. So with the real Mario Lemieux card, this is O-Pee-Chee. And again, the same rules apply with this as they do with the Wayne Gretzky, where there's Topps and O-Pee-Chee. So there will be slight differences between Topps and O-Pee-Chee. There should be a bold C at the bottom right. So that's his little center position here. It should be nice and bold. On the fake one, it's typically more faint. There's a solid black Penguins logo. So right here should be nice and solid. Should be black. There's a dark solid line around the triangle. Crisp Cooper logo on Mario's glove. So we're looking right here. Cooper is the brand that he's using. So the logo on his glove should look nice and crisp. Has a smaller eye on the Penguin. So we're going to look at the Penguin. Look at his eyeball. I'm going to make sure it has a accurate eye to what it should be on a real one. Typically what I normally do on the Mario Lemieux makes it a lot easier. If you guys are proficient with like Photoshop or any variant of it, it doesn't have to be Adobe or whatever. One thing that's really easy to do with certain cards, and the Mario Lemieux is one that is perfect for this, is the overlay method. If you can find like say a authenticated PSA one or SGC or something like that, you can take the card that you're currently working on, put it over top of the other one and change the opacity low, and it should match perfectly. If you can line up the cards perfectly, it should be, and if it's not, you'll see slight variations. Typically you'll see variations when it comes to like the tip here of the triangle behind the Penguin, the eye, certain things like that. That'll be really evident once you have one on top of the other, and you'll be like, yeah, that's definitely off. This is definitely a good one for that. I bought one of these at a card show, and literally I wouldn't give the guy the money until he let me take a picture and overlay it, just because I did not want to get duped. There will be bold borders on a real one with like no true bleeding. So the borders would just be like these lines kind of going around them. They'd be a little more bold. That'd be kind of on both sides. We got the fake one here. As you can see, the C right here at the bottom is going to be a little bit smaller. But also just look at the color difference. And this is why like having a color wheel is sometimes helpful, because then you can tell that that's not the same color red, or you know what I mean? But normally just to the eye, you can tell like something's off. That doesn't look quite right. But again, if you don't know the card very well, it's hard to tell that. So that's why I at least want you guys to see these cards one time, so you at least know, hey, I remember seeing that card one time and there was something off with it, so I should look into it. So again, the fake one will have the smaller C, blurry Penguins logo. So right here, this will be a lot more blurry. Again, as you can see, the colors are way off on this one. Non-bold line at the top of the triangle. So at the very top here, you're not going to see it bold. Blurry copper logo on Mario's gloves. See right here, it's a lot more blurry than it was before. Larger eye on the Penguin. So that's a dead giveaway. I always looked straight at the Penguin's eye. Again, remember his eye was going to be smaller on a real one. Different color yellow on the Penguin and the border. So you see there, and on the actual Penguin. Whereas the real one is more of like a rich Steeler yellow, and This one's just like urine yellow. You know, like I don't even know how to describe it. It's bright, like highlighter. And then border bleeding ink. So you'll see a lot of bleeding around this border, and you'll see how it's not as thick and not as crisp as the other one is. See, that one's just a lot more crisp. So this is like one of the most commonly faked cards, especially where I come from, because Penguins hockey is super popular in Pittsburgh. And like I said, I've seen so many people get duped on that specific card.